Hi, I'm Rita. Welcome back to my YouTube channel, Life Worth Reading. And welcome to my ridiculous fall TBR. As you've probably known, this year I'm doing almost exclusively seasonal TBRs. I haven't really been in the mood to do monthly TBRs. And I have recently encountered a problem. And the problem is, as you also might know, I'm trying to read my physical TBR. So when I do seasonal TBRs, a lot of books that I put on them are books that I have on my physical TBR, which means that I talk about kind of the same books all the time. I have been struggling a little bit with that recently because it just makes me feel like I'm always talking about the same books, and it just makes me feel a little bit bad about myself. But these are some of the books that I have on my TBR that I feel like would be good for this season, but maybe I've put them on TBRs before. Maybe you remember them, maybe you don't. I don't know. I've been trying not to buy new books just because, and I feel like it's hard doing that and then constantly be talking about new books because I haven't been renewing my TBR. It's kind of the same as it has been for the last couple of months at least. So I don't know. I just feel I'm just struggling a little bit with that. I don't know if that makes sense for you. I don't know if it even bothers you. It probably wouldn't bother me if I were watching a YouTube video or a booktuber that I enjoy showing the same books on their TBR, but I don't know if it bothers you. I just wanted to get that out there that yes, a lot of these books have been on previous TBRs, but that's just what happens when you're trying to read all the books that you own. Rambling aside, we're going to start with a banger and a book that I hope that I get to this fall because tomorrow is the first day of September. For me, fall is not here yet. I'm going to be trying my best this year to romanticize fall, but I'm really not an autumn person. I'm a summer person. I needed the good weather to live, to be happy. So I'm really not ready. But during the next couple of months, so I'm thinking September, October, November, I want to read all of these books, or at least try to. And the first one that I want to get to is definitely Ship of Magic by Robin Hobb. This is the second series that's part of the universe of Robin Hobb, the Farseer universe. And this is ginormous. Do I want to know? This is almost 900 pages. That is absolutely psychotic. But I love Robin Hobb so much that I feel like I could read 3,000 pages of anything she wrote and I would be tremendously happy. So I really want to get to this series soon. This feels like it's going to be a very, very big fall read. And I am really excited for this, but I'm more excited about what this means in my Robin Hobb journey because when I get to the series and when I wrap it up, I'm going to continue on with the original Farseer trilogy and I'm going to move on to the next chapter of The Fits and the Fool. And that is just something that is very, very exciting to me. That makes me very, very happy. So though I am excited for these books as they are, I'm also excited about what it means that I get to continue my Robin Hobb journey. But they really do feel like it's an autumn trilogy, so I'm really not mad about it. And I'm just really happy. I love Robin Hobb so much. I really, really do. Next up, I have a book that I would like to read very, very soon. I'm not sure why I'm putting on a fall TBR. I don't know if this is fall specific, but it's just a book that I really want to get to sooner rather than later, and that is The Bell Jar by Sylvia Plath. I mean, talk about a classic book. This is a book that has been talked about so much in the last decade, but also very recently it has been the subject to many criticisms about the stereotypes and the way that Sylvia Plath writes about certain people. And I really do want to make the judgment for myself. I want to enjoy this book, but I also don't want to be blind to the negative counterparts. But I have this beautiful, beautiful, beautiful illustrated edition that I picked up this year. One of the most beautiful books that I own. It has this really great illustrations on the inside. Very beautiful. And I just really want to know how I feel about this one. I want to make the judgment for myself, and I really want to see if this impacts me as much as it has impacted other people. If for me it's slightly underwhelming, Again, not taking away either the criticisms or the general hype that surrounds this book and this author, whose mark on literature you really can't ignore. Even if you dislike this book, even if you criticize this book, you really can't ignore the mark that Sylvia Plath has left on literature and poetry. So I really want to see what this book is about. Then I also want to read, finally, The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue by V.E. Schwab. This was a gift from one of my best friends last year, and I really want to get to it soon. I think that this is such an autumn book. I've been thinking about it a lot this year. I've been thinking a lot about what this could mean for my fall reading, and I feel like this could really integrate a perfect autumn cozy TBR that I'm trying to set up. And I'm a little bit scared because I do have some beef with Miss V. Schwab. I don't always love her executions. I love her concepts, but the writing doesn't really speak to me a lot. But besides this book, I would also really, really love to read Bury Our Bones in the Midnight Soil. I feel like that could be a book that I really enjoy because I've been hearing great things about it. But overall, I'm just a little bit scared of getting into it. This is kind of a BookTube, Bookstagram, Book Talk darling. And I just feel like my opinion on it might be controversial. Like, I really want to enjoy this book, but will I? I really don't know. But it's finally time to find out, and I'm excited to at least see what I think of it. On more of a horror kind of vibe, I have Pet Sematary by Stephen King. I love this vintage edition that I have, and it says here in the back, the most frightening book Stephen King has ever written. And I want to know all about it. The only book that I've read by Stephen King was Misery, that I really enjoyed and I found to be very, very creepy. And I feel like it's finally time for me to try this book. I really want to know what it's about. I know the gist of it, I think. I think that I know, but I would really love to read it and find out, because I really want to know if it is as scary as people say. If me reading it nowadays means that it's less scary to me because I experience more horrors on my day-to-day basis and I'm in contact with much scarier things than people were at this time. Or does it really stand by it? Is it as scary as everyone says it is? I really don't know, and I want to find out. Because this book was published in the 80s. Yeah. I don't know. I want to know. I'll probably read this specific edition because it's already so cracked that I don't mind ruining it a little bit more. And I'm just excited to see if it really is as scary as everyone says that it is. One of the most autumn books that I have on my TBR is actually Autumn by Karl Ove Knausgaard. This book is, well, it literally is called Autumn. But it says here, autumn begins with a letter Karl Ove writes to his unborn daughter. He adds one short piece per day describing the material and natural world with the precision and mesmerizing intensity that have become his trademark. This tender and deeply personal book is beautifully illustrated by Vanessa Bard and is the first of 4 volumes marveling at the vast, unknowable universe beside us. So I'm really excited to read this book. It's also one of my, this is great. It's also one of my best friend's favorite books. So I really want to get to it this year, and I really want to know what it's about and how I feel about it, because I don't know, I feel like this could be pretty great to read around this time of year. It feels right, and I hope that I enjoy it because I do love think pieces and reflecting on the universe around us, so I feel like this could be a big hit for me. Next up, we have a true TBR veteran. If you're wondering to yourself, where have you seen this book before? It's because last year, you've heard it correctly. In 2024, I put it on my, if I don't read it this year, I have to unhaul it. I didn't read it and I didn't unhaul it. Yeah. Listen, my channel, my rules, yada, yada, yada. But the book is The Once and Future Witches by Alexi Harrow. I mean, you've seen this book. It has been around for many a years. And truly, if I don't read it soon, I will have to unhaul it. I will have to, because I am sick and tired of having this book on my shelves, staring at me, hating me. I really cannot do this anymore. This is a defeat. I am defeated. If I don't read this incredibly autumn book in autumn, it has to go. Truly, it has to go. So let's hope, let's pray, let's think about future me in a couple of months, looking back on this and saying, I read it, I did it. Let's think about her and let's cheer her on because she definitely needs a little help. Then we have a book that I'm honestly not even sure if I'm still interested in reading it, but at this point I own it physically, so why not? And that is Plain Bad Herons by Emily Danthart. Do I still want to read this book? I truly don't know, but I bought this beautiful hardcover, and what for? Why did I buy this? I really don't know. But now I have it, so I feel like I might as well try to read it. That makes sense. Like, I might as well try. It's also illustrated, which is great. But I feel like I might as well try it. But I really don't know what this is about. I know this is kind of horror, mystery, dark academia. It's set at an all-girls school. Someone goes missing. Maybe. It feels very gothic. It feels like I could enjoy it. But at this point, I'm just a little bit scared of it. I'm not going to lie. But I have to give it a try. It's on the shelves. So I might as well. But let me know if you've read this book. Is it worth it? Please let me know because I really don't know. And this book intimidates me a lot more than I am letting on. Continuing on with this horror vibe that I'm setting up for autumn as well, I have, again, Our Share of Night by Mariana Enriquez. This has been on many TBRs before. I know that I'm going to love it. It's just very daunting to start a book that's this enormous. But I have to do it, and I feel like truly it'll be the right time to do so this autumn. I am trying to get over my fear of big books. As you've probably seen, there are a lot of big books on this TBR, and I'm really trying to get over it because sometimes I do love biting into a longer book. For example, Robin Hobb, I love that. But then for other types of books, it's so daunting to me. It's so scary. But this is the year that I do so. This is the year. Don't you worry. This is the year that I read this. And alongside it, the only other horror book that I still have on my TBR is Monstrilio by Gerardo Samana Cordova. This is also a 5-star prediction. I think that I'm really going to love this, even though it's going to be quite heartbreaking. And if I'm ever in the need for a 5-star read, I know that I can pick this book up because I just feel it in my bones. I just feel it in my bones that this is going to be a 5-star book for me, maybe a new all-time favorite. But again, I don't want to put a lot of expectations on it, but I am expecting great things. I really am. And I cannot wait to read this. I cannot wait to maybe cry, maybe tear up, because grief does get to me. If I cry in a book, it's probably because of that. That's mostly the reason I've cried at. The few books that I have cried at is because of grief and love and the loss of people. So this might get me, guys. This might be the one that breaks the no crying streak. And to finish off this TBR, a book that I haven't mentioned in a while, and a book that's very underrated in my opinion. Underrated because I think I'm going to love it, not that I've read it. But it is Lotte by Charlotte van Reinhold. This is a book that has won a lot of awards, especially for Black writers in the UK specifically. And this is a book that I heard about from Dee from Heroine's Corner. She hasn't been posting a lot of videos lately, but I love her channel so much and she's so kind. And a few years ago, she talked about Lotte, and then I found it at a store and I bought it. I know this is about artists, but specifically Black artists in the UK and some drama that happens there. I'm not sure if this is kind of like dark academia, but I know it's very messy. I feel like it is. And I want to know what it is about. I want to know the vibes. I don't know why I associate it with fall. Maybe it doesn't even have any of the dark aspects that I'm mentioning. But it just feels like an autumn book and a book that I'm really going to enjoy. And I just want to support this smaller author from the UK because I don't read a lot from Black writers in the UK. So this could be a nice opportunity to find a new literary voice that I really enjoy. Obviously, there are like 1,000 more books that I want to read on my Kindle. I really want to get to the Sword of Kaigen this autumn. I would love to also read some maybe fantasy romance. I want to try some books, very specific ones, because I have very specific romance needs, but I really want to get to those as well. I'm obviously continuing on with the Veronica Speedwell series, which is also very, very autumn. So I'm continuing on with books, hopefully 6, 7, 8, whatever comes my way. And there are just so many books that I genuinely want to read. I just talk about more of my physical TBR to remind myself that, yeah, I own those books and I have to read them. And that's my main goal for 2025. So that's what I'm trying to do. And we still have a long way to go, but I'm honestly doing the best that I can with the tools that I have. And that's all that matters. So yeah, this isn't the autumn TBR that other booktubers do, where they kind of renew their seasonal TBR with new releases and new books that they're trying to read. But I'm still very happy with what I have, and really that's the whole point of this year, is to read the books that I own so I can actually renew the TBR and buy new books that I'm excited to read and not be stuck with the same books that I bought a couple of years ago and that I still have to read. And this is my giant autumn TBR, the books that I am hopefully going to be reading in the next couple of months. What books are you excited to read this autumn? Are you excited for autumn? I'm kind of feeling mad about it, I'm not gonna lie. It's really not my season, but I'm going to do the most of it. I hope that you did enjoy this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for bookish content, and I'll see you in my next video. I hope you have a nice day, and always remember that life is worth reading.